YouTube. What the crap's going on? I don't know what was going on with my music tonight, by the way. Couldn't figure that out for the life of me. And it looks like my microphone settings got messed up somehow. What happened to all my settings in here? How are y'all doing? No, the music was playing, like I could see it moving the little sound bars on my broadcaster, but for some reason, even though I had it set to monitor and come through, it wouldn't work. Whatever. Ain't nobody got time for that. How's it going tonight, folks? Wicked, Maleficar, Tyler, Reptile King, Chase the Games, welcome. Michael Patrick, it's good to have you, man. Bazooka Bob, it feels like it's been a long time since I streamed. Linker, what's going on? Anthony Strickling, Regina, thank you for joining. Archer Nut, Ardek, Sam Drew, Tyler Lee, Veracity, what's going on, man? Nick Orr, King Cod, Ben Thompson, what's going on? Spice Weasel, Parzival, good to see you. When are you going to use Voodoo? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Anthony says needs to catch up on the campaign. Well, basically, we just took the gold. The vampires now have money, or in their case, dark magic, which means that our enemies are going to be in a bit of trouble, as I should actually be able to afford buildings and all kinds of stuff that I badly needed at this point. And I mean badly needed. So, yeah, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to continue to take some of their settlements here. We're going to need defenses to protect our cash. We don't have the money for it, so we probably best to save. Let's see. Wind of Death time. Oh yeah, against the stunties, it's one of your best options. In fact, I had someone ask me a long time back, like, how do you beat the dwarves early on as vampires? Wind of Death. That's a great way to do it. Purple Sun is also going to be pretty effective against blobs of Dawi, so if you can get them blobbed up, drop a Purple Sun, and they really like that. I mean, they really do. They love having a purple sunburn. Y'all excited? I'm so stinging excited for Vampire Coast. It's gonna be horrible to have to wait almost a month. So, I think Mrs. Air is just over here dropping an iron on the floor. I'm lucky she didn't throw it at me. Magnum Knights, holy crap, man. Welcome back. Thank you for the 20, he says, finally caught an Airstream. Stupid work has been brutal lately. Man, I know that feeling. Hi, Air, and hi, everyone. Magnum Knights, thank you so much. Can you guys please get Magnum Knights some wah in the chat here? I'm going to come over here and, or here. Let's get him some Bloodmans. And I'm going to get him some Daddy Vladdy and wah spam. You guys help me say thank you to him. Speaking of which, the last stream, we all know that there had been bad news for one of our own with Sinister's nephew. Why does it say they're going to win this? I feel like we can possibly win this, so let's fight the battle. I think you all donated somewhere in the neighborhood of about $550. And I'm going, you know, and YouTube takes a cut of the donation, so I'm going to make up for that, so it's $550, and then I'm going to do a donation of my own. I think in total, we're going to be somewhere right around $700 we're going to donate. I need you all to help me decide tonight, though. I've narrowed it down to 2. So these are the 2 that I'm thinking. Oh, people said remember to use your phone. Good call. I'll open up my phone real quick while I'm doing this. So Ronald McDonald House, which I think provides places for like family to stay whenever they have kids who are sick in the hospital. Or we can do it to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, which obviously, you know, hospital for children. So we need to pick one of those 2 charities to make the donation to in behalf of Sinister and his family and his nephew. May he rest in peace. It's a terrible deal, but thank you all for being so generous. I'm going to make that donation. Help me pick one So you all just see what we can put together here. So, yeah. Let's see. Pyrrhic Strategos, thanks for the 2. He says, greetings, Air and everyone. Pyrrhic, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining. You guys give me just a second. I'm just opening up my stream on my phone so that I can spam emojis back at you all without having to tab out, which is frustrating. They need to make a streaming mode for Warhammer. Alright, here we go. Here we go. I can spam it now. Here it comes, dog dirt. But, yeah, alright. Here's some Bloodmans for you, Pyrrhic. Thank you. So, let's get ready. Deploy on these guys. We're going to have some hounds that we can deploy ahead. And our bats can fly up the center as well. What we will do is kind of try and split up things a little bit so that their archers and other units can't get us too easily. And we'll put some meat shields up front. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we got a whole bunch of low value targets spread everywhere. We'll keep the Cryptors in the very back and keep them safe. Our leadership is going to be terrible, and they're going to be camping probably because they have the artillery. But we have mobility, and we're going to try and use that to our best advantage. We have to kill their lord at some point too. And we are going to need some pirate emojis, no joke there. People are saying St. Jude's. Any other thoughts on that? St. Jude's. Holy crap, Magnum Knights. He's throwing in an extra donation that he wants to go to Sinister. Can you guys, we need to get some big thanks to Magnum Knights. He's helping donate. Again, that donation, just so you know, Magnum, and I don't think it'll change your mind, but you can tell me if it does, but the donation's going to go to a charity. That was what Sinister asked for. Wanted the donation to go to a charity in honor of his nephew rather than us donating any money to him or his family. So thank you very much. That will go, as I understand from what you want me to do, that will go to the charity. Let me know. I'm assuming that's what you meant for me to do with it. If I understood you right, just double check it for me. Okay, alright, says that's fine. Good. Because that's what Sinister asked us to do with it. He wanted us to donate it to a charity rather than sending them money. I tried to send them money to help because I know that their family is probably going through a lot of, you know, potential medical bills and, you know, other expenses for a funeral or anything else like that. It's awful, honestly, that you have to go through such hard things to begin with, and then having to pay for that like that just makes it worse. But anyway, he didn't want us donating any money to them. He wanted any money to go to a charity, and so we're gonna make that happen. Wicked, thanks for the 555. Says, I heart you, Sinister, Air, and all the rest of you lovely people. What does he say? Skaven are the best. I don't know, Skaven are the best. I'm pretty sold on the upcoming Vampire Coast. I'm super excited for it. Looks like it's going to be awesome. Oh crap, we gotta go. My bat friends, can you please take these things out? A bunch more people gonna jump in and donate for Sinister. Thank you, guys. I'll go back and double check the chat afterwards so that I know if anybody was trying to donate to the charity in behalf of Sinister's family. I will make sure it goes. Jacob Blanton, thank you for the $50 donation to the charity. That is extremely generous of you. Can you guys please help me thank him? I'm gonna put some Bloodmans out here, and then Magnum, more Bloodmans for you too. And Wicked, thank you again. Appreciate it, guys. Sinister will, that'll mean a lot to him. He was very moved by the kindness that you all were showing on behalf of his family, so I'm sure that will mean a lot to him. We just want to wear out these black works as best we can. We need to surround them, actually, so let's pull a unit off. I'm trying to control this as best I can here. Oh, our general's gonna get killed. That's not good. Even though he's not like a real general, we should have been more careful. Because we could lose this on leadership. What we want to do is move this spearman around to provide some meat shield for the cryptors, who I need to get right into the back of... Let's hit these orc boys in the back. I'm going to try and kind of slowly work our way through some of the fodder units. I'd like to kill the greenskin lord, but that may prove challenging. So I'm trying to kind of now just focus the fodder units. Oh man, that night goblin came back and tore us up good. How are these orc boys not routing? That's frustrating. Cycle out and cycle back in. I think we're gonna lose, actually. I was like, how could we lose this? No, like this. Can we kill this night goblin war boss? Maybe that's the ticket. Can we mob him and kill him? If we could kill the night goblin war boss, maybe the blackworks will lose their resolve. I want to pull my general out of the fighting, but he's crumbling already, so it's probably near pointless. How in the world is he not taking any damage? He is standing right in the middle of a whole pack of warhounds and bats and cryptors deal armor piercing damage. This guy doesn't even have any armor. He should be getting mulched. Yeah, this war boss should be getting absolutely mulched right now. I'm kind of confused. Like, his stats don't... am I missing something in the stats? 25 armor? I mean, his melee defense is okay, but... he's just sitting here owning. He's got no... ugh, so irritating. Chase these guys out. Chase them out. Don't let them come back. Yeah, the black orcs are cutting their way through all of our infantry. And I don't think I can break the black orcs without... I don't think I can break the black orcs. Okay, good. They routed. That's going to help. The power bar is still a little bit in our favor, but this Night Goblin War Boss is just taking no damage. Am I missing something with this War Boss, guys? Is it just his melee defense that's making him really hard to hit? Because, I mean, it is absurd how resistant to damage he is right now. He has Frenzy. Does Frenzy... weapon damage, melee attack, immune to psychology? That immune to psychology is not helping us. We're about to rout him. If we can rout him, I think we got it. Because then if we can rout him, we can kill him. Oh my goodness, though. He is resistant to vampires. Look at this little war boss. It's got to be like an animation thing saving him or something. I mean, he should really be taking a lot more damage than this. He's probably getting knocked down a lot. Yeah, let's pull the cryptors out. There we go. There we go. Maybe it was the cryptors knocking him around. I can't believe a vampire garrison actually saved the day for us. Vampire garrisons are terrible. Unpopular opinion, the vampire corruption is guano. It probably is. I mean, how else do you spread vampire corruption all over the lands? What's more corrupt than a bunch of vampire guano? I like it. Nice, Joe. Alright, let's end the battle. Is everybody good with St. Jude's Children's Hospital? I mean, I looked at these to make sure they were legit and we weren't giving a bunch of money to someone who was just going to keep it and pay a CEO a bunch of money. And both of those popped up as some pretty legit ones. The Ronald McDonald House and St. Jude's. A bunch of you guys are saying St. Jude's. Anybody heard differently? Let me know. Obviously want that money to go to work to really help people. That was Sinister's biggest desire was that we actually help someone who needs it. So he's quite a guy. Oh, he wanted me to read you all something. Hey, by the way, hold on just a second. I gotta read you all something. Let me pull it up. I gotta go to my email. Y'all give me just a second. Let's close that. Gmail. Go pull up his message here. All right. So let me read this to you all. He said, of course, you know, you all should know my name's Mark. So anyway, he said, hey, Mark and community, thanks for the email. As you can imagine, because I'd sent him an email too, and then he had heard about what we told him. He said, it all came as a shock to me. He said his nephew was doing fine, and then things just went from bad to worse. Went through a lot of hard times right there at the end. He said times like this have me wondering, you know, why we're here and why he had to suffer. Here, I'll read his message straight up. So this was Sinister talking to all of you, and let's see. Hang on. If you read this on stream, yeah, okay. I'm just making sure I'm reading the right message. He says, thanks for the email. As you can imagine, it all came as a shock. He was doing fine, apparently. Then things just went from bad to worse. His last few hours were spent in a coma caused by all of the poisons going through his little body. The doctor said that he was the only, the doctor said he was the only child my baby sister ever had or will have. Obviously that's tough for him. He says, times like this, you ever wonder if there's indeed a God, a higher power, great plan for us all. Seems the only plan for Joe was to live a rather short life and suffer needlessly and then die without a chance to say goodbay. He said, I appreciate all the support and love from the channel, the HeirofCarthage community, as we've taken to calling it, HOCC. He says, it means so much to know you've got friends and people that care. I just feel lost and not sure what, if anything, can help. He said, I guess Cindy, who was online, a fellow gamer, said, told my daughter all that was going on in the stream, and it was relayed to me via the tablet. I never expected anything like this from the community. Seems I'm a sort of popular Kentucky inbred. Oh, Sinister, always giving himself a hard time. I appreciate all the money that's been donated in my baby nephew's name, but I can't accept it. What I can do and wish you all would do is donate it to any charity that helps kids, be it kids with diseases, abuse, as long as it involves kids. I don't have any other wishes. I can't tell you how grateful I am for all of you. It means so much to me that you, Appius, Wicked, Holy, Reptile, Ungram, Regina, Crazy, and others are so care so much about others. It says, I truly love you all, and it means so much to me to know that in spite of all the bad things that go on, there's hope. Hope with people. I'll close this out with this. It says, love you, Air, despite your younger age. I'm young? I thought I was old. It says, you're an inspiration to many people. Your videos help me in the dark times of addiction and pain. Were an outlet to me, and it was fun for me to learn more about RTS games. See, you often say things like, I don't deserve this, or I'm not that, or whatever. What you fail to see is just how much you mean to us. I'm trying not to cry right now, because Sinister's making me, oh man, making me emotional here. It doesn't matter to me, or the others, I'm sure, what game you play, even if you're any damn good at it. It doesn't matter to me or the others. I'm sure what game you, or hang on. He's like, Air, we watch because we care about you. Thick-headed Razorback. He's calling me a Razorback. Sorry, having a hard time reading this because I'm kind of teared up here. He says, I'd appreciate it if you read this on stream, so here you are, folks. This is for you as much as them. I'd be in your debt if you did read it for me. I want the others to know what they mean to me, and that I read everything and appreciate everything. Thanks, means a lot. I'll see you in due time when I come back. I want us all to have a good old shindig online. Love you all. So that was Sinister's message. Thanks for letting me take a second to read it to you all. That's what he wanted me to do, and I'm happy to do it for him. So there you go, folks. Thank you for being kind and generous. It obviously means a lot to people, and now you know what he wanted us to do with the donations, and so that's what we're gonna do. Porta Pig, it's either gonna be St. Jude's or Ronald McDonald House. And I think most of the people we're saying St. Jude's. So that's probably what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a big donation to St. Jude's. It's gonna end up being, especially after Magnum Knight's here and his generosity tonight, and also we had Jacob Blanton. That's another 150. So that puts it up to 700 just from you all, and I'm gonna put some of my own money in on it too. So we're gonna make a pretty sizable donation in on behalf of his family, and that's good. We should do something good. I actually had a nephew who was born with a hole in his heart. He survived, thank goodness. He's still alive with us today, but I mean, he just about died the day after he was born, and a lot of people go through some really tough things with their kids, so really appreciate you all donating, and it helps. So like my sister-in-law had to stay at one of the Ronald McDonald houses whenever she was in the hospital with my nephew. So she had to stay there for quite a long time, and it helps a lot because they can stay close to you know, their child when they're in the hospital. But yep, thank you all. Thank you all. That was a defeat? I guess so, because they had a war boss. Here we go.
I am invincible.
Let's continue the siege. And yeah, this army is going to continue to suffer attrition. There's no way for me to not suffer attrition up here.
Annihilate them.
So we kind of need to just need to attack, which we can do, and we should be able to overwhelm them. And we have a mortis engine, so should be good. Sam Drew says, it's hard to lose a family member. The best thing you can do is talk about it. It's not shameful to cry or feel sad. And even though the hurt really never goes away, it gets easier. Yeah, that's probably what I would think too, is just get it all out. I've lost family members, but to old age at this point. So it's a little different in that case, but I can imagine that. Yeah, I can't imagine how hard it is when it's a different situation. I have kids now too, and it makes it even more difficult for me to imagine what it's like going through that with a kid. So I think about my own kids, and man, it's difficult. But I sure do hope Sinister and his family manage to find some comfort over time. And they say time can heal all wounds, and I hope that's the case for them. Porta Pig, holy crap, thank you for the 50. Says, by the way, Air, you're the reason I started playing Total War. A big fan. Porta Pig, thank you so much. The name's hilarious, by the way, too. I like that. I'm going to put a bunch of Bloodmans out here for you. Can you all please help me thank Porta Pig for the amazing support, generosity? There's some Bloodmans, and here's some Wasp Am for you, too. Y'all help me appreciate Porta Pig. Porta Pig, thank you for being here, and I hope you're enjoying Total War. I obviously love Total War as well. It is not fun to think about not having a bunch of Total War. We got a whole bunch of flyers. Kind of trying to think about how I want to play this. Vlad's a tank, so he should be able to just kind of walk up to the gate and tear it down. Let's bring all of our flyers in from this flank. I'm trying to get out of the way of that tower over there. Let's see. Thank you again, Porta Pig. If you want me to name anything in the campaign or something, let me know. Happy to do it. Same thing for the other folks. Who needs steam tanks when you have Vladdy Daddy? Exactly. get the Mortis engine up here. Because what I'm going to do is basically just mob everything on the wall. Oh, hang on. Oh, easy. Let's mob everything on the wall, and I'm going to pull the Mortis engine. Actually, no, the Mortis engine has to be in melee. Ooh, the Mortis engine can siege attack. I wonder if it starts to have its effect when it's siege attacking, because that'd be pretty cool if it did. Alright, let's bring our reinforcements up. Isabella. Get the rest of these reinforcements up. And let's see here. Banshee. And where'd Daddy get to? Just keep healing all the stuff on the wall. Where are you at, Mortis engine? Come on. I must have misclicked it. Alright, well, all of our flyers have tied down everything brilliantly on the wall. Apparently, Daddy Vlad is not too good at tearing down walls by himself. Or gates, I should say. Alright, let's get Isabella down in here. Should we summon some... Oh, I can't summon zombies while I'm on the wall. Or, hold on. Yeah, I can. Choke on that! I was hoping the Mortis engine could attack the gates. And if it was attacking the gates, that maybe it would count towards the effect aura. Doesn't look like that's working, though. Let's get the Devils of Schwarzhofen down here to help out against the Greenskin Lord. We just mobbed them with flyers up on the wall. It's hilarious. Here comes the Banshee. The Banshee should help. Come on, Vlad. Get you an axe. There we go. The Greenskins got totally mobbed by Vargeist and bats. It's like the plane scene in Jurassic Park 3. Yeah, you're not kidding. I'm assuming that's what you're referencing. Greenskins, get wrecked. Alright, what do they have over here? They got some trolls and boars. Alright, well, nonetheless, we should be able to... Yeah, we've taken control of the gatehouse. Let's get Daddy and a Banshee head in here. With the Mortis engine. And let's get our Knights in here as well. So let's go Banshee, Vladdy Daddy, Cavalry, and Cryptors. We'll get all of them in a group. Let's see here. They don't have any artillery, do they? No. Just trolls and boar boys. Let's go put our flyers right over the top of them so they don't really know what way we're gonna attack them from. Come on, Mortis engine. What is up with the Mortis engine? It's like... Oh, it's not part of the group. I was like, why isn't it moving when I give it an order? Because you're not giving it an order, Air. Sam Drew, crab people. Oh, man, alright. So who's excited for giant crabs in Vampire Coast? Giant crabs, anybody? Dragonstorm, thank you so much for the 20. He says, you excited for the new DLC campaign, Air? Sounds like it's going to be awesome. Also, wow, massive donations as usual. The donations, a bunch of the big ones there were for the charity donation we're going to make in Sinister's behalf. So, but Dragonstorm, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Yes, I'm extremely excited for the new DLC. If someone would have told me a while back that it was going to be Vampire Coast, I wouldn't have been very excited, because I just didn't think that the Vampire Coast seemed like it could probably be very unique. But after having seen the units and getting to hear about the lore from Lore Master of Sotek and all this other stuff, it actually sounds like they're going to be a very unique faction. So it's going to be really good. I'm super excited about all the stuff that's going to come with the Vampire Coast Dragonstorm, and we will be streaming it. And as soon as I get early access, which I'm going to assume I will, I always have. If I don't, then, you know, they showed me. But in any case, if I get early access, as soon as the embargo drops, I will try and do streams and videos, and just I'll pummel you all with as much content from it as I can. So that if there's anybody out there that wants to make the decision, do I want to buy this? Does it look good? So that way you can make the decision, because I think if you buy it, I don't know how long it lasts, but like right now, if you pre-order it, you get 10% off. So again, if I get access prior to release date, that might allow some of you to know whether or not that's the decision for you to make. So I will see what happens. Oh, Stearnsman. Varix Reavers, yes please. Anyone here know how a living dark elf like me can join Cetra's cause? I have no idea how that's gonna work. There's no pig people yet, Port-a-Pig. Think my bank has blocked donations over my phone. Uh-oh, Reptile. But hey, you don't need to be donating to me. Remember, I was trying to help you a while back, man. You help Reptile. Don't give away all of your the money that you made from selling Dark Elf pelts on the black market. The Black Ark market. You think Dark Elves would buy pelts from other Dark Elves? I mean, it sounds like something they would probably do, to be honest. So, I could imagine Dark Elves buying the pelts of other Dark Elves. Alright, let's see here. We got some cash off of that. Oh, those regiments renowned are so temptingly wonderful. Yes, we shall. Yes, we shall. So, we own this province in its entirety now. We can build up, let's see, so Raise the Dead costs less, provides Black Knights and 2 Graveguard. That one gives us 3 Graveguard. Cairn Wraiths, yeah, we definitely want this. What is the purpose of this one? Campaign movement range. Enemy armies, attrition. Oh, wow. So yeah, if you put that in, they suffer a ton more attrition. So that could be good, I think, once you get all your settlements up to a really high level. If you switched some of your defenses over to that, I could see how that would start to take a pretty big toll on enemies. Oh, Terrorgeist. All this stuff sounds so lovely. Oh, so lovely. We need to get the Vampiric Corruption cranked up here. So, there we go. Can't believe they hit Ossiestion. They're gonna pay for that. They're gonna pay for that. There's another gold mine down here, isn't there? Yeah, at Mount Gunbad. Holy cow, 2 gold mines would let us just like, that would just let us run all over the Empire. And the dwarves for that matter, if we had 2 gold mines.
Fellow beatless,
Our relationship is good here with von Karstein, so that's a plus. Let's just keep doing things that are going to build up our relationship here. The better relationship we get, the better chance we have of confederating them, and I do want to confederate Manfred, because then we get the other, we could have like a ton of legendary lords. It'd be absolutely brilliant. I could use some defenses out here too. Same thing. These pastures actually. Anything I can do to get some income going. Pyric Strategos, thank you for the 5. He says, Air, when you get a chance, can you name a White King the Undertaker and a Mortis Engine the Pallbearer? I've got the Mortis Engine right now. I don't think I have access to a White King at the moment, but let's name that Mortis Engine for you. Don't let me forget when I get the White King. There you go. And then, thank you very much, Pyric. I'm going to put some Bloodmans out there for you. Thank you for the donation. And then Bazooka Bob says, can you put a unit after my boss for me? A Harpy unit, preferably. You don't have to change its name, just recruit a Harpy. I can't recruit Harpies as the vampire, only bats. I could name the Banshee or something, because we have a Banshee. Does that work? I mean, is that a substitute for Harpy in a way? Let me know if that works as a substitute. Here, put some Bloodmans out there for you. Thank you, Bazooka Bob. Before you confederate Manfred, get the mod that lets you recruit legendary lords even when they were wounded. Yeah, good idea. Let's see. I got a customer mad by closing the door at him at work. Got mad at me and threatened to knife me, so I had to lay down the law. What'd you do, release a Carnosaur on him? What do you want me to name the, Okay. Here. We'll do this. Bazooka's boss. Oops. Here you go, Bazooka. This is for you. Oh, I can't fit it all. There we go. Bazooka. You know, if you know that giant cannon that Luther Harkon has, if you filled that thing full of bats, would it become the Bazooka? You know, you guys get where I'm going with that? Would that work? Grom Peak and Mount Gunbad. I feel like we want to go take these settlements. Like that's definitely worth our while to go take these settlements. I know Sinister really wants me to kill humans and stunties, but I need cash flow to kill them. I definitely need cash flow, and the best way to get it is gonna be by, you know, taking out or taking these gold mines. At least that's my opinion. All right. Bat-tillery, that's another good name for it. Marinari. Bat boats. Cannon battery. A bat-atomic bomb. Hey, this all works for me. This all works. Alright, well, we're gonna... He wanted me to kill stunties, and HeirofCarthage just declared war, but look at that. They're just gonna go straight down to my settlements. Bunch of jerks. Wow, that's gonna be a tough army to kill. You're a jerk, Slayer King. Jerk, jerk, jerk. No one likes you. Alright, well, we're gonna have to go do something about HeirofCarthage. Now you're just battering us with it? Yeah, I know, Sam. I know. Let Mr. Air choose your next faction for campaign. Who am I choosing for? Once we know all the legendary lords, I'll let you all help me decide which ones that we'll do campaigns with first. I am saving, I really do want to do a Skaven and a Lizardman campaign, but I'm waiting because I really think that both of those factions are going to get some kind of legendary lord DLC. And I really want to wait and play with all the new content rather than forcing one of those campaigns right now. Because I don't think that it'd be as good. Let Mrs. Air pick the faction. We could do that. She'd probably be willing to pick. Stimulate growth. We'll finish replenishing here. Well, I don't know about finish, but we'll try and do some replenishing, and then we can probably easily take Nashrak's lair and then move over to HeirofCarthage. They're suffering vampire attrition over here anyway, so even though it kind of stinks because we'll lose a little bit of income, it shouldn't be the end of the world. Just keep making my forces stronger here, even though it means no money for the moment. 5 Bloodman says the vampire counts pulled a Game of Thrones on you using the stunties against you. Yeah, probably. Manfred's like, here, let's declare war, get my military allies to help me. Yeah, probably. Those stunties are gonna learn their lesson soon, though. They'll learn that they should have stayed up in the mountains. And soon the mountains will be absolutely fettered with guano causing vampiric corruption. There will be guano to the peaks of the mountains, guano behind their ears, guano on the roof. You better believe it. Mark Luffler says, if anybody tells you a blood joke, don't listen, they're just full of it. Did you guys get it? Do I need to reiterate it a few more times?
Cower before me. Bring them death!
What's going on? Welcome to Undeath, losers. Alright, now we just gotta swing over to HeirofCarthage, which actually looks like a fairly soft target right now. And taking over all these settlements in the mountains kind of stinks because the growth and stuff up here isn't good. There's a public order penalty. But, we'll live. It'll be alright. All these trade goods and other stuff will help make it worth it.
The world will drown in blood.
And eventually this will be a safe part, you know, like there's not like there's going to be anybody up here harassing us, so it'll be safe. I gotta put one more point in here because I want to get to these higher tier upgrades so that we can like buff up Graveguard and monsters and all kinds of other stuff with Vlad. Oh man, we're already gonna have a rebellion at Karak Ungor. How annoying is that? We're about to finish our ghost fence. We're gonna have pretty decent garrison. We'll see what comes up against us. If it's greenskins, I think our garrison can probably hold. Especially since we have a death vampire there with this, and then our garrison's about to get stronger. So we'll see. Depends on how many greenskins and how much bigger and harder they are than the regular ones. The good thing is that the Slayer King is still down there suffering all kinds of vampiric attrition. Oh jeez. You guys look at Squeak's joke in the chat. I'm not gonna read it out loud, but it was pretty funny. I'll probably get in trouble for laughing at that, but I'll take my chances. Oh yeah, we got a garrison going here. I mean, unless this is just full of black orcs, I'm feeling pretty good about our chances. Alright, let's start moving towards HeirofCarthage. See if we can stay in the channeling stance takes more than 50%. That sucks. Let's just move up.
King of darkness.
So we got the Sternsmen. The Sternsmen will help a lot. Yeah, Ungrim's down there choking on attrition. Manfred just took our settlement, that jerk. Is that the one that had wine? Yes, you jerk. That was my wine. I was selling it to you. What kind of jerk are you? A big one. That's what kind. Stop people telling Reptile King not to be so cold-blooded. Air, don't whine about it. Oh, well, it looks like Ungram got taken out by Manfred. I guess at least if he stole all my wine, at least he did something about the dwarf infestation. I'm thinking about ignoring... Enjoy that attrition. Thinking about whether should we ignore Karak Ungor? I mean, I'm thinking we should ignore Karak Ungor and take control of Mount Gunbad and Grom Peak because it's more valuable. I mean, having Karak Kadrin, I guess, could be nice, but it's gonna take a lot of resources, and we could try and let Heinrich take care of that. Alright guys, here comes one. Magnum Knight says, I bought some running shoes from a drug dealer the other day. I'm not sure what he laced them with, but I've been tripping all day. Huh? Okay, I'm not reading that one, Reptile King. Jeez.
I am invincible.
You can't make me read it. Isabella's all healed up, so do that. Yeah, I want to head down to Mount Gunbad. Let's see. These guys are standing right outside of my attack radius. It doesn't show me what all their infantry is. But still, they'd have to cut through 7 Graveguard and 6 Crypt Ghouls. I mean, it's possible, but they're gonna need Black Orcs to do it. I don't know what in the world is going on with my stream. Like, my internet's perfectly good, but it's like it's cutting out every now and then. It says that it's not receiving something, but it's really weird. Doesn't really make sense. I like watching all these people like walk through my lands and just like eat vampire attrition. I'm perfectly good with that. Oh, the dwarves confederated. Are they at war with Manfred? Air says, Magnum Knight says, it's not just your stream, it's been happening all day to other streamers. Well, that might make sense then. Kind of odd. Does it give you all a buffering or something when it's doing that? Love you too, Tavor. Thanks for being here tonight. 43, NJ Devils, welcome. It's always good to have you here. Alright. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna head to Mount Gunbad. We're not at war with the Greenskins, but we will be. We're not at war with them, but we will be. How much attrition we're gonna eat? More than I'd like, but we'll be okay. Holy, we won't be okay. Actually, we will be, but still, yikes. What's up with all the Black Orcs in the garrison? Can't say I appreciate that. Skeleton spears. Armor. And recruitment cost, upkeep for Graveguard and Black Knights. I mean, all that could be handy. Leadership, weapon strength. Yeah, 45 turns. Holy moly. I guess we best to get started. It's gonna be a while before we see any results, folks. That vampire research rate. They aren't working around. You're not kidding, Linker. Thanks, Devor. I'm always gonna keep streaming, man. And recording. I love it. It's a ton of fun. Says yeah, so Magnum says yeah, it was a quick buffering. I was watching a Halo stream earlier. Who were you watching stream Halo? I really want to play Halo. I haven't played it in forever, but I sold my Xbox. I guess I could play Halo Wars 2. That's on the computer. Do any of you guys have Halo Wars 2? Anybody that would want to play with me if I did it on stream? Sinker says, I'd tell a sodium and hydrogen pun, but nah. Get it? N-A-H. Huh?
The world will drown in blood.
Is that one too high IQ for all of us? Holy attrition, Batman. This is gonna be some insane attrition. The rating makes us immune to attrition, so that's gonna have to be our approach. It's gonna take us like 50 turns to get down there. And it sucks because we just bled out a whole bunch of troops. Sucks, get it? We're vampires and I said it sucks. I didn't even mean for that joke and it just happened. And it also just happened to be lame. You know what? Oh, we got sieged up here. So what are we up against?
Obliterate.
Crap ton of goblin archers. Their infantry isn't really up to par for a lot of Graveguard, I don't think. Especially if I keep a couple of Crypt Ghouls behind them for poison. Cavalry's a bit problematic, potentially. I'm gonna wait a few turns. If these guys attack me in a settlement, I don't think they'll do well. And we've got 7 turns before we run out of supplies. So, should be good. Should be good. What kind of shows are you all watching on, like, TV or Netflix or anything?
By my side.
This is Aaron. I had some that we really liked. Did any of you guys ever watch the show called Psych? It was like the psychic detective agency. That one was awesome. We watched all of those recently. And then, right now I'm rewatching Enterprise with Mrs. Air. Guy who normally, okay, so Magnum says he's watching, what is that, Dead Cert? He was playing Halo, he normally does PUBG. I actually really like watching PUBG. I'm just so terrible at it, I can't play it. But I like watching it. Like Shroud, Choco Taco, Wacky Jackie, I like watching those guys play PUBG. I can't stand it though, because it's like, everybody that plays it is too dang good at it. You have no way to learn. Yeah, I know they added the training area, but I can't see these people from as far off as they see you, and they're already so good at shooting. it would take me like 10 years to even probably be able to survive like part of the time. And then I watch these guys who are really good play, and even they die fairly quick or easy sometimes. And it's like, yeah, what chance do I have? But I do like watching them play it. I don't know why. I think it's just the shooting in the game is kind of impressive. Like some of the skills that they have to learn to shoot. Probably why I enjoy it, I guess. So people are saying Walking Dead. I don't know if that one's my style, but I'll think about it. The Good Place. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Brandon Miller says, yes, Psych. Yeah, Psych is pretty good. Someone's saying to watch Ozarks. I live in the Ozarks, man. I don't have to watch it. I'm living it. Porta Pig says it's easier on console. Really? Can anybody confirm that? Like, I have an easier time with it. Like, I play the mobile version, but I'm also figuring that the mobile version may just have more noobs in it or something. I don't know, but I can't play the PC version for crap. But then again, I've never played shooter games on the PC. I always played them on console. But then I downloaded Fortnite on the Switch, and either the Switch is just bad for games, but then I think the problem with Fortnite, beyond the fact that I hate it, gosh, frustrating. I mean, I could try to live with it, but I hate it. And I think it's cross-platform, too. Because I swear there's guys that you come up against, there's no way they're doing what they're doing with a controller. There's no way. They have to be on a mouse and keyboard. I think it's cross-platform. Any of y'all ever watched the Lost in Space show? Game on Netflix. That one was pretty decent. It was fun to watch. I was never great at Halo, but Halo was fun to play regardless. It's a little faster paced, right? You don't have to run around for 10 minutes looking for guns only to get killed instantly. You know, there's respawns and stuff like that, so I think that's why it was easier for me to stay into a shooting game like Halo, and that's probably part of the reason why I can't stand... like, I'm so used to, well, the Halos of the past at least, fair starts, map knowledge was what won you games, and you had to learn skill shots, which some of these games do have skill shots, but it was map knowledge and fair starts, and you just had to be smart. That was all there was to it. Had to be patient, smart, teamwork, and then like when I look at these, I like watching the Battle Royale games, but there's so much of them too that's just like stupid luck, in the sense that you can watch someone like Shroud, who's like insanely good at the game, drop, and the only thing that'll be in like the first 5 houses is a 9mm pistol, and some other yahoo just lands on an AK. You know what I mean? And so there's, yeah, it's part of the fun. I get it, but at sometimes too, it just gets annoying because you had to wait like 2 or 3 minutes in a lobby to get into the game, and then you had to parachute down, and you go in and you just get instantly killed because someone landed on a better gun like that, and then I have to wait like another 5 minutes to get back in another. I just can't take it. It's too annoying. If they had a way to get around that, I could probably deal with it. It just takes too long. Too much running. Takes too long. When you die, like if it weren't for that, I could probably tolerate it. And it's funny too, because someone's like, well, Air, you shouldn't complain about Fortnite. It's free. Yeah, there's a reason it's free. Sucks. How could you charge money for that game? I know there's like millions of people crying out against me, but I'm just saying, hey, I came from a different day and age. In the day and age where I grew up, now Fortnite might have been a hit because, you know, it's a modern game and we didn't have that kind of stuff back then, but dude, I don't know. I don't know. I just can't do it.
Lord of the Dead.
Here we go.
I want their soul.
War on the Wa, folks. War on the Wa.
And annihilate
I'll see if we can
them.
fight this battle, and then I need to hop off here and go spend some time with Mrs. Air.
Danse macabre.
I want this other Banshee. Could actually be extremely helpful in this battle, because greenskins are gonna suck at killing Banshees. Or no, my Banshee got injured. Never mind, it's not another Banshee. It is my Banshee. I thought I was lucky and like spawned another Banshee. Not quite. Not quite. I feel like we should get a battering ram and some siege towers if we want to be successful here. Let's continue the siege. I have a bunch of money. Let's see if we can spend it on anything useful. Manfred's doing a good job of keeping the homelands clean. I was hoping we'd be spreading more vampiric corruption. I suppose we can if we build the right buildings. Let's go ahead and use the cash we saved up. Let's start saving some cash, except for right there. That'll be a decent spend. Nashtrax's lair is going to have a rebellion. That doesn't surprise me. 4 turns before we run out of supplies. We're still good. 43 and J Devil says, Air, are you planning on getting the 2080 Ti? I want it because I have seen benchmarks that give significantly more performance in Warhammer. It's like 30 more frames a second at 2K. That's a big deal to me. The $1,200 is absolutely absurd, and Nvidia knows it, and that's why they charge it. And so it's pretty frustrating. In the sense that I bought the, so here's a good comparison. I bought a 1080 Founders Edition when it came out, and it was pretty expensive. I think it cost me like $500 or something, like 500 something bucks. I can't remember, almost 600 maybe. But that 1080 was better than the 980 Ti, and I paid, you know, what someone could argue a reasonable price based on what the 980 Ti cost at the time. And so I get, oh yeah, here we're gonna get attacked. Let's fight this. And then eventually I bought a 1080 Ti that was even better. When you look at the performance, a GTX 2080 isn't any better than a 1080 Ti, unless you're talking about stupid ray tracing, which doesn't exist yet. They can talk about it, they can hype it up, it doesn't exist yet. So it's a non-argument. So ray tracing is bunk as far as I'm concerned in terms of the comparison of performance on these things. You have to actually compare it to something that exists. So, that said, it just feels weird to me. Always the 80 card in the new series will outperform the 80 Ti card of the old series, and that wasn't the case here, but they're also charging 50% more. And then why would I buy an RTX 2080 when I can get a GTX 1080 Ti that's just as good, albeit except for in ray tracing, which again, ray tracing doesn't exist. So, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like Nvidia just wanted to release something because they were going to get a lot of money from releasing something, but they weren't really ready to. And it's like, instead of worrying about stupid ray tracing, like, I mean, I couldn't give a crap about whether or not there's realistic reflections in my game. Like, I'm not gonna stop in the middle of my game and start staring at the ground like they do in all those videos and be like, oh my gosh, this reflection. No, I mean, I could care less. That's stupid. I mean, who cares about that? So anyway, to me it's just strange. Like, you should have spent your time making a graphics card that did better at like 4K gaming or something, that was focused solely on getting better frames. Like, help me get 120 frames at 4K. Screw ray tracing. So will I get one? I probably, but I make money on YouTube. It's easier for me to justify that kind of stuff. Like, if I didn't make money on YouTube, heck no, not even for a second would I consider buying that. And I haven't bought it yet, and I'm not 100% convinced I will either. Like, I'm still a little bit on the fence, just because I don't like it. It's the same thing with Intel's new processors. Intel's new processors are just horridly lazy. They're if they're an improvement at all, and then the way they've marketed it, I don't like it. And I like Intel. I'm running an Intel processor right now, and you know, I don't know though. AMD's making some good stuff. They're making it at a decent price. And then here's Intel coming in with another moderate, if any, improvement product that just doesn't make much sense. So it's kind of odd. Anyway, I've been going on for a while, but I was super excited for the announcement of new graphics card because I was basically ready to just say shut up and take my money. And the same thing with the new Intel processor. I was gonna be like, oh my goodness, they're gonna solder it. Please shut up and take my money. And then I see these new products and I'm like, ugh. I literally have money saved away in my PayPal right now that I've been saving for a long time, anxiously awaiting to spend it, and I'm not spending it. Like, that's how unexciting that stuff is to me right now. It's just very unexciting. So, I don't know. Sometimes I really wonder, like, what companies are thinking, the way that they market some of this stuff. They can't be thinking. Or they just have to hope that you're not thinking, maybe, is the only... Again, I don't get it. I don't get it. And again, this is coming from a guy who loves to spend his money on computer parts. I love spending my money on computer parts. Few things make me as excited. Let's actually back off of some of this stuff. Era says, Connor Blair, thanks for the 5. It says, Era finally caught one of your streams. Hope you and your family are doing well. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. I don't know if I told you all or not. I think I did. I have a new position at work right now, and that's been a heck of a blessing. I've been really grateful for that because I was losing my mind in my old job. Was extremely unhappy with it. '43NJ Devil says 1300 is way too much for a card. I agree. I mean, wasn't that about the price that you could have picked up a Titan for on the last launch? I mean, I feel like Nvidia is just milking it because AMD can't compete. And I get it that you're better than AMD right now in graphics cards. There's no question about it. Nvidia is just straight up better with their graphics card than AMD. I'm sorry if you're an AMD fanboy, but you're wrong. Nvidia's cards are better, but that doesn't mean that Nvidia's marketing or move with RTX was intelligent, because it's not. And I honestly think it gives AMD room to start trying to catch up. You don't need RTX to play Total War anyways? No, you don't. I only wanted it because it gives me a few extra frames. It has nothing to do with ray tracing. Someone benchmarked it on Warhammer 2, and it gets like 30 more frames a second than my 1080 Ti, and that's a lot. That's a lot of frames. And when you're someone like me who records and you want stuff to be at a constant 60 frames per second, like right now, I'm at 40 frames per second. An extra 30 frames is a huge difference. That means that this game is performing the way I want it to. It'd be over 60 frames at that point. I want always over 60 frames, even in big battles. That's my objective. So I'm willing to pay a lot of money for that. But, you know, it's frustrating to the points that we were making earlier. Greg German says, aren't you just so excited for Vampire Coast? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Very much excited. Very excited. Yeah, milk and cookies. What's going on, Indy? Hey, are you getting to use that new processor yet, Indy? Wasn't sure whether you've gotten to try it. Yeah, this map's awesome. I'm assuming you're pretty pumped up about Vampire Coast as well. Where's the Greenskin Lord? Where is the Greenskin Lord? Did I miss him? Is he in the dog pile over here? Does anybody see the Greenskin Lord? Hidden, I guess. Haven't hooked it up yet. Just the SSD. How's that SSD going, man? Hopefully it's getting your load times down. The SSD is probably one of the best upgrades you can make for a Warhammer machine. I hope it's helping you, man. And yeah, Noctilus does look awesome. Looks absolutely awesome. Are they really making a unit called Scurvy Dogs? If so, lol. Wicked. I like the emojis down there, the milk and cookies. Check it out, Indy. They found you some emojis. I was hoping we could shatter these. I want to shatter those archers before we turn around and go after the night goblins. I don't know where the Greenskin Lord's at. And I can't come down here and attack these archers because there's protection all over the place back here. I have the ability to use the I mean, we've got magic and we can use Spirit Leech, but I don't know where the enemy lord's at. Milk and cookies is a good combination, I'll agree with that. You chose a good name. If you get trapped on the bridge, you might become a hot pocket. I'm just worried that we're gonna sit here and eat all the, yeah, I mean, they've got 119 kills with their stupid artillery piece. How come these stupid archers won't shatter? Really? Night goblins better than crypt ghouls? I guess they're poisoning each other. Uncovered hidden foes. We still can't see. Where's my flyers at? Taking fire. Oh, well, these guys are unguarded over here. Let's go attack them, because I don't want to just sit back and take hits on my grave guard. Let's get my leader close enough to kind of shore up the leadership. I'm just going to hold units of grave guard in reserve. We've got to get the greenskin boss out of hiding. Oh, they're going to potentially capture this point behind me too. Let's put some grave guard back here. Throw in some more bodies over here. Just get our leader right up in the midst of things there. Alright, we chase those units out. Oh crap, they're gonna capture. No, they didn't capture my gatehouse, thank goodness. But they destroyed it, so we're good anyway. Haha, I knew what they were gonna do. Alright, good. So we're gonna take out some more archers. Problem is the power bar is not favoring us right now. So we can kill the savage biggins. Let's go ahead and throw in more units. Oh, no. You stay out of the fight. The grave guard should help bog down those savage biggins. I've still got more infantry in reserve. And we've still got this control point over here, which is going to help. And we're not going to let them take a victory point off of us. So I got more archers. These guys are shattered. Let's go shatter the Doom Diver. Alright, these Wolf Riders are going to run out of ammo over here. orc biggins in there too. More savage orcs. It's a good thing we've got some extra armored infantry here. Are they running? Is the AI pulling through? I think they are. Alright. Iron War says when you start a Vampire Coast campaign, you gotta name all the lords after famous pirates from history. We might. But a lot of the lords already have names. What'd you guys think of Sotek? He had some really good info, huh? A Goblin Great Shaman. That's interesting. That's why he was hidden. Jack Sparrow. Patchy Jack Sparrow. Captain Six Toes. Captain Bloodbeard. How about that? You like the Sotek video? Yeah, he did a good job. And I'm pretty sure that from the new information, look at him, he's like literally underground here. This Gobbo is making a play. I can't attack him, actually. I can't click an attack order on him. There we go. That's a 200 IQ Gobbo right there. Your enemy can't kill you if you disappear. Joseph Dutton says your experience in the real business world shone through. Very professional collaboration. What do you mean by that? Like it showed through? Just curious. I'm sure you don't mean it in a bad way. I'm trying to understand what you do mean. Did we kill the Gobbo? No, he's going through the floor. I don't know what's happening. Something's happening. I can't explain what. But, somewhere in the middle of the ground is a goblin big boss. And he apparently is a very real goblin because he's able to tunnel underground in the middle of a battle. What in the world are these biggins doing? It's like they're running away from me. Oh, no, I misclicked a whole bunch of orders. Okay. The Gobbo boss got routed. So that's going to be the end of these goblins. He's using Skaven tech. I know, man. He's like warping through the ground and stuff. It was incredible. Ooh, boar biggins? Yeah, we probably don't want to be dive bombing right here. Look at the boar biggins falling through the bridge, too. That's incredible. Look at these guys down here. Check it out. Can someone clip this and send it to CA? I'm just kidding, because it's a Grand Campaign map mod. Hey, who else showed you a video tonight with floating orcs? Huh? No one. That's right. Where else can you come to YouTube to see floating greenskins? I would say CA please, but they didn't make this map, so that's not on them. Anyway, thank you all for being here tonight. That's all the time I have. I had fun streaming with you. It's good to be back. Thank you for those who donated to the charity. I'll be making that donation soon. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and make that to St. Jude. All in all, we're going to be talking about over $700 that you all raised for charity, so that's a big deal. Obviously, we care about Sinister, and hopefully what you all have done will go to help someone who desperately needs it. I'm sure that Sinister knowing how much you've donated, that will be a comfort in some ways in and of itself, because I'm sure that it helps him just to know that people are thinking about him and trying to do things to make him feel loved. So appreciate it, folks, and I will see you all on another stream Thursday. We're gonna have our Throwback Thursday stream. I think I had to miss it last time because I had a team dinner with work. So I will see you all Thursday. Can't wait for it. I do appreciate you being here and making this a great night on stream. HeirofCarthage signing out.